Am I looking at the
Uh,
camera? Go
yeah,
ahead.
Coach. I mean, Wheeler and Kamara both get double doubles. You shoot close to 50%. You hold Tillman in check. I mean, if I would have told you all those things, would you felt pretty good about a win tonight?
Oh, absolutely. No question about it. And it's crazy. Both teams were 26, I think, of 60. I think that's what it was. This game came down to possessions. It really came down to four more free throws. I mean, you could four more free throws for them, or two more second chance points for them, one more three for us. But this thing was so close, and it was the free throw shooting, and we missed some opportunities. And but I'm proud of their effort. Yeah, I hate when you can look and know that the free throw difference made a difference in the sense of the ones that we missed, because we shoot. I mean, we went to our walkthrough today. We shot layups and jump shots for about 9 minutes. We shot free throws for about 25 minutes. I mean, that's just, we shoot them all the time, and unfortunately, at times they just don't go for us. But our guys battled extremely hard. They never flinched when we got down. It was a highly contested game. The lane was hard to come by. It was hard to get things in that lane, but our guys kept working to figure it out. And we had an opportunity at the end to tie it, and we just didn't get it.
Hey, Coach, I know it's unfortunate to lose the season in that fashion, but you guys did exceed expectations in terms of what you were projected to finish in the conference. Just kind of what are your final thoughts on what you guys were able to accomplish this season?
I'm so sorry that I'm really not there yet, but I'm just not. And I don't mean to be that way, but it's very hard to go from this game to reflect. Plus, we've told the NCAA we will definitely opt in to playing in the NIT. And so we'll work very hard at that and hope that we have that opportunity. I think we've earned it. If you're taking power conference schools that have done good things in their conference outside of the NCAA tournament teams that will have go, we would love to continue to be in that. So I didn't say goodbye to my team in the locker room, and I'm certainly not going to reflect on the season just yet because my mind is not in either one of those places. So I apologize.
Let's go to Anthony and then Chip.
Hey, Coach, I guess for the lack of a better word, how can you, I guess, politic to get into the NIT? What things can you personally do?
Well, I hope politics aren't the issue. I hope I mean, I think letting people know we want to be there, and we'll be excited to be there. We'll show up. There's no question about that. Postseason is postseason. But I think we just have to continue to make sure people know that we want to come, and I don't want to say it's an outside chance at 14 wins, but if we're going to take power conference schools and everything that was all the automatic bids are out of it this year and things of that nature, I would really hope that we deserve it, because I think we'll have plenty of teams in the NCAA tournament. And I think the fact that we've beaten teams that are going to be in that NCAA tournament, that I think that would hopefully serve us well.
Coach, two questions on Xavier Wheeler. Obviously, if PJ knocks down that three at the buzzer, that's 14 assists and 14 points for that young man tonight. And it's pretty incredible as the smallest guy on the floor. I know you've seen it all year long and everything runs through him, but there's that. And I did want to throw in the question of, I think he sat for about 5 minutes in the first half, and your offense really stalled while he was over there. I know you were trying to get him some rest, so I was surprised he didn't come back after the media timeout. But anyway.
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, I'm playing risk reward on that because I don't want to play him 38 to 40 minutes. I just think that's so hard in a close game, and I want to try to get him through that TV. So we tried to extend it just a little bit, and you're not wrong. But whether it's a 40-minute game, and you got to know your players, they all think they can play 40 minutes, but can they play 40 as effective as they need to be? And usually the answer is no. So I wanted him to be as effective as he could possibly be, because you could tell, and the way the game was going, that this was going to be a grinder, because of the way both teams run. Well, both teams got back in transition as well. So that's all that really was. But we love having Xavier on the floor. I mean, obviously, but we're asking him to do a lot, and he's got to be able to get a couple of blows. I go home at night when I don't get him any rest, and I really wish that I did. So none of the kids think they need the rest. It's the coaching decisions that you have to make, knowing that it's going to be a long game, like I said. So he's done a fantastic job. He's getting better. His improvement from 1 year's time here to where he's at right now this year, amazing, absolutely amazing. And he has not wasted many days, whether it was during the pandemic back home in Houston or with us. There is no doubt about that. And he's got a real future.
Let's go to Mark and then Jed.
Tom, Xavier and Tumani were talking about, top 5 or 6 finish next year in the SEC. They were, obviously you guys are still hoping to play, but you want to just let them speak for that since you don't really want to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I just never get to that. Right. I want this to finish the right way if we can. And then certainly we have to recruit and add what we need to add to this team. And then we start to build towards next year. But I'm not there yet. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'll do a
Coach,
postseason thing at some point, though, when it's postseason for us. And then I'll do something where I'll be in a better frame of reflection. But it's just not right now. So we'll have that come when the time is right.
Hey, Coach, when you look forward to potentially, playing in an NIT, if the opportunity is granted, what can a team, I guess, gain from that experience, whether it's playing against another, quality team from another conference, getting those extra practices in, and the lead up to that, sort of what can be the benefits of
learn to play in March. You learn to play in March, and you learn the value of what March is all about. And the more that you can get that experience, the better you're going to be. No doubt about it. And the practices are important and things like that, but more importantly, it's the game experience and being able to achieve that. And I really hope that they do, because the last thing I want to do right now is not coach this team. 21 years as a head coach, and we certainly had some good young guys like Sabir Tumani, Ty Fagan, that really stepped up their games, have been in the program a year. But when you bring in Justin, Andrew, and PJ to this, and the maturity and the professionalism and the day in, day out work that they've shown, it makes a ton of sense. And I'm not ready to say goodbye to those 3, especially with the fact that it's a free year for them if they want to come back. So we'll deal with all that. I told everybody after the game, biggest thing we can do is take a couple of deep breaths, and let's just see what happens.
Let's go to Augusta and then Palmer.
Hey, Coach, kind of piggybacking off of that, what do you think that the fight y'all showed throughout this whole game, says about this team and their attitudes?
What I think, I didn't hear your first part.
Sorry. Yeah. Just the fight that they all showed throughout this entire game.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, you should have seen our walkthrough in the second floor of the Marriott, Vanderbilt University Marriott, last night. I mean, we were wearing the carpet out. I mean, these guys, they were locked in. Now, Monday's practice left a lot to be desired, because I think we were still reeling from a game that we really felt we should have won on Saturday if a couple of things go better or go different for us in that game. And we were disappointed because we felt every step of the way we were going to win that game. We prepared all week to win that game, and we just fell a little short with it. So Monday's practice wasn't very good. But at the end of the day, Tuesday, Wednesday, our walkthrough today, all those things, when there's teams this time of year that have really no interest in playing, they're just going through the motions. It's passive aggressive. And that is not what this team is. So that's where the fight comes from. That's where the fight and the passion and those things come from, is they want to play and they enjoy being around each other. And I think that, and especially in a year that we've had like this with so many different things that we're going to feel the effects of for a long time in sports, and when you're building teams, says a lot about the way they've worked. So I'm very proud to have coached these guys and proud of their fight and proud of their efforts.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach, going back to that last timeout and PJ's attempt at the 3-pointer, is that what you drew up, and was he the first option there?
There were 2 options. Yeah, there was a corner option with Justin, and there was a curl with Tumani to screen PJ's man. And we felt he had the look, but I don't think in his eyes, he felt he had a clean shot. So he took the dribble to get it. But we had 2 options. We had the corner and the loop cut across the top.
Coach, we have one final question from Davis Baker.
Yeah, Coach, were you frustrated by the lane violation, and what do you say to Justin after a mistake like that?
Well, I'd say they ran the lane violation to the letter of the law, and I just wish that every part of officiating in a game like that is then going to be run to the letter of the law. When it's play around the rim, body and cutters, body and drivers, all those types of things. I mean, was he right on the call? Yeah, he says he was, and I'm sure he is. And because he broke the plane of it. Was it a mistake? Yes. Do I blame Justin? It happened. It happened, and you got to move on. And it is what it is. And the tough effect, it's a 2-point game, and we missed the next free throw. But it is what it is. We still have our chance to win the game at the end.
Coach Crean, thank you for your time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.